Hi everyone, we are excited to have you here in today's fun-filled learning session at YOLO. Here is a quick look at how you can submit your work after the class. As a first step, go to live.yolo.com. You can use any browser to access this site. On this page, you will see a list of all our classes. Scroll down and you can see the Submit Your Work button. Then you will see a list of the classes that you've last attended, which could, for example, show the dance or craft or science experiment classes you've attended recently. Next, it will show you the list of children whose names are registered in this mobile number. Choose your name from this list to submit your work. For instance, if you are Satvik Kumar, choose that name. And then choose the class for which you would like to make your submission. For example, if you've attended the New Year's Masquerade Party session and you'd like to make the submission for this class, click on the Submit Your Work button below that. And then upload the photo you've taken. Choose the image from your phone and click Submit. You can scroll down and view all your past submissions and see how many of your friends or peers have liked your work. You can also see others' work and like their work to inspire your friends. If you want to showcase your work on social media, that too is very simple. Click on Share, copy the link, and post it on Instagram or Facebook or any other platform of your choice. Just a tiny reminder, your submission looks a lot better if you could click a photo in the landscape mode rather than the portrait mode. Do not forget to tag us at YOLO_app. I'm eagerly looking forward to all your submissions right after this class.
Hi there, kids. I hope you had a look at the submission video and it made sense to you on how to go ahead and make the submission. The process was pretty easy and well explained so that you could go ahead and make your submissions for this class or any other class that you have been going ahead and attending on our platform. All right, so a couple of things before we get started with today's class is one is I'm going to go ahead and talk to you about what we're going to do today, what our course is going to be about. Second is all about your submissions. And third is all about your certificates and what is important. And then we'll go ahead and get started with today's class. So first things first, what are we going to be learning today? So today we're going to be going ahead and learning how to do some drawing. This whole course is going to be focused on drawing, and the topic of drawing that we are going to be tackling is festivals. So our focus is mainly going to be all about the festivals of India. The four festivals that we're going to be focusing mainly on are Pongal, Holi, Diwali, and finally Navratri. So these are very colorful, joyous, very happy festivals that I've gone ahead and picked out. And the first festival that we're going to be going ahead and starting with in this class is going to be Holi. So what is it that we're going to be learning in each of these classes and what is going to be our point of focus? So the thing that we're going to be mainly learning in each drawing class is going to be an illustration or an artwork or some representation of the festival that we are taking up. So for example, today we are taking up Holi, and for Holi, we're going to go ahead and draw an illustration or a representation of Holi as a festival. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do for each of the classes. Now, it's going to be a 4-class course wherein I mentioned all the festivals that we're going to be drawing, and each of the classes is going to be focused on A, the festival, B, the outlining, and C, the coloring part of it. So how is the breakup of the class going to be? In class, what we're going to be focusing on is mainly only the drawing part of it. I'm going to be teaching you how to go ahead and draw. But right after that, the outlining and coloring part are both going to be part of your homework or something that you do on your own. And then you're going to go ahead and make your submission. Now, when it comes to the outlining and coloring, I don't want to leave you hanging just in case you don't know how to go ahead and do it. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm also going to be showing you in the end a footage of how the outlining is going to look like and how the coloring is going to look like. So I'm going to give you color options. I'm going to explain to you how you can go ahead and, move around with it so that, later on, you're not sort of stressed out if you have to do it on your own as to how to go ahead and do it, right? None of us want to be in that space. So I'm definitely going to give you an idea if you want to know. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be focusing mainly on, doing a human illustration. So for example, since we're going to be doing Holi today, we're going to be drawing a person basically playing Holi, or, being in the act of Holi or whatever. So whichever drawing we're taking up, it's going to be always a human being illustration that I want to go ahead and take up. So why specifically human beings? Because I feel like, this is at the right age for you to go ahead and do human beings. Maybe not something that is perfectly, like a portrait and anatomy and all of that, could because it could be a little hard for you to do that even at this age. But something just to introduce you into like human illustrations is something that I want to go ahead and do with this course. So we're going to be doing probably comic and cartoon characters for you to go ahead and do with this, but it's going to obviously going to give you a very, very good hand and idea on how to go ahead and move forward with these kind of drawings. So I am really excited about this class. I hope you're also very, very excited about this class and you're going to learn wonderfully with me. So that is the first topic that we have gone ahead and discussed. The second topic that I wanted to go ahead and discuss was mainly about the submissions. So I want you to go ahead and attend all of the 4 classes, and I want you to go ahead, do the outlining and the coloring, and submit each of your drawings. Now, why do I want you to go ahead and do that? Obviously, I already have the top 10 submission thing going on, wherein I'm going to pick the top 10 of whatever drawings you've done. That is point A. And point B is because if you go ahead and do all of the classes and all, the whole course, what is going to happen is by the end of it, you're going to go ahead and learn a lot more. You don't want to just go ahead and learn like, one drawing and then not know the other drawing. Learning and, doing different things is going to obviously help you, which is very, very important. So that is something that I want to keep in mind. The last thing that I wanted to talk about was doing the whole course in a certificate. Now, if you go ahead, like I mentioned, and do all of the classes and you go ahead and make all of your submission, you're going to go ahead and get a certificate at the end. Now, you all know you're at that age where certificates do make a lot of difference, right? So whether you are going to go ahead and submit it in school later on, whether you're going to go ahead and submit it in college or whatever later on, certificates are great to go ahead and showcase what you are and what you are doing. So you definitely want that certificate. So just make sure that you attend all of those classes. Make sure you go ahead and do a good job, get selected as part of the top 10, get that certificate, be proactive, and get like a good sort of learning out of what we're going to be doing. So those are the 3 points that I wanted to focus on today. So now let's get started with our drawing of the day. It's going to be an easy illustration, so don't worry about it. Let's get started. I'm going to start off with the materials that we are going to be using. So the first material that you obviously need is a sheet of paper. Now here you can go ahead and use 100 to 150 GSM sketchbook, sheet of paper, drawing book, etc., whatever you have with you. If you don't have any of these things that I have mentioned with you, then you can go ahead and use an A4 size sheet of paper. That will work, or any unruled sheet of paper will work absolutely well. So that is going to be the first thing that you need for today's class. The next thing that you need for today's class is obviously going to be a pencil, because we are going to be basically focusing on drawing today. So having a pencil, try not to take a very, very light pencil. So if you have a dark pencil that comes nice and neatly and dark, try taking a dark pencil that like so. The third thing that you'll be needing for today's class is going to be sketch pens. So here I have just showed you one black color sketch pen, but you can go ahead and use any set of sketch pens that you want to go ahead and use. Like I mentioned earlier, the whole course is set up in a way where you do the drawing with me and you do the sketch pen work, which is the outlining and the coloring by yourself. Now here I'm just going to be going ahead and doing a black color outline or a black color sketch pen work. But if you want to go ahead and use multiple colors, that is completely up to you, and I would appreciate if you go ahead and do something like that. So if you have sketch pens that are multiple colored, go ahead and grab that, and we can definitely go ahead and use the same. And the next thing that you need is some form of colors. The colors that I am going ahead and using today mainly are color pencils. Here I have the Mepid color peps. You can go ahead and use any colors that you have with you. This could be crayons, it could be soft pastels, it could be oil pastels, it could be color pencils like this. If you have any other form of sketch pens or blow pens, or you have paints that you want to go ahead and use, that will also work. So any just form of color medium that you can go ahead and use to fill in your picture with color is what I want you to go ahead and opt for. You don't have to go ahead and use exactly what I am using right now. So just any form of color equipment is what you need. So let's get started with your drawing. The first thing that we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and start off with the face of a girl. So the picture that we're going to be drawing today is basically going to be two people, a girl and a boy, and they're going to be playing Holi. The boy is going to be holding a pichkari. I hope you all know what a pichkari is. So the boy is going to be holding a pichkari, and the girl is just going to be, jumping with her hands up, and there's going to be color splatter all over the page. So here on the right hand side, I'm going ahead and starting off with the girl, and I'm going to start with her face by drawing a simple U. After which I'm going to go ahead and draw her hairline. For her hairline, you can see I've just gone ahead and done a wave like so. I just want her to have like a little bit of an open hair. So I've gone ahead and done like a wave like so. For the next step, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going ahead and drawing her eyes. So which is just going to be two curves like this, then the nose, and then finally the mouth with a smiley. So that's it. So really, really simple, like I mentioned earlier, nothing hard. By this age, you will be able to do this much of a drawing pretty easily. So curve, then draw the hairline, then go ahead and do the two curves and then the nose and the smiley mouth. So that will be the first set of steps. Good job. Everybody's doing a wonderful job. Now let's go ahead and draw the hair. So first I'm going to go ahead and draw the ears. Very, very simple. Two ovals for the ears is all I have done for the ears. Perfect. And then for the hair, you can go ahead and see I've done two wiggly lines coming right down to frame her face. And then I've gone ahead and done a completely wiggly line all around. So you can see very, very simple. So two wiggly lines coming right out from the sides, from right behind the ears, and then going all around on this side. So depending on how much hair you want, you can see I've not gone ahead and added in too much hair. I've added a sufficient amount of hair. So I've gone and done the curvy lines right around. So this is going to be the girl that we are drawing. So try to come to this point right here. Good. I think everybody's done a wonderful job. Yep, well done. Okay, so now let's move on. The next step is going to be drawing the neck. For the neck, I've just gone ahead and done the curve of the shirt, and then finally gone ahead and done this sort of a rectangle. Now, obviously her hair is going to be covering her shoulders and everything. That's why I've not gone ahead and done anything in that area. Just done a curve right here and then done the box of the body. So that's what we are going ahead and doing right now. For the next step, I want her to have a skirt. So I'm going ahead and drawing two lines like you can see starting from her waist down. I'm going to go ahead and do two slanting lines and a curve like I have shown you right here. Now here, if you want to go ahead and make it pants, then you can go ahead and make it pants too. I think you'll know how to go ahead and do pants. If you don't know, you can just leave that part empty. In the later part of it, I'm going to be drawing a boy who's going to be wearing pants. So you can go ahead and copy that as well. So I'm doing a skirt over here. So simple skirt, I've done. I think everybody's caught up till here and has done a good job. Well done. Okay, next step is going to be drawing the hands. For the hands, like I mentioned, I want the hands to be coming out on the side and I want her hands to be going up like that. So to go ahead and do so, from right behind her hair that is going ahead and covering it, I want you to go ahead and draw her hands going up like this. So I'm doing a double line going up on either side. So right behind the hair, 1, 2, 1, 2. So we've gone ahead and done the two hands on either side. Perfect. Good job, everybody. And then we're going to go ahead and draw two ovals on top to just complete her hands like up in the air. Now here, I don't want to go ahead and draw the palms with the fingers and all of that because that will be a little complicated and hard. And you may or may not have done this earlier. So just going ahead and doing simple circles just works well, works easy, super simple. And you can see she looks like she has her hands out in the air. Looks great. Perfect. And then the next step is going to be drawing her feet. Again, I'm just going to do two simple ovals, making it look like she's standing. Perfect. So now here, we have completed our girl right now. If you feel like you've made any mistakes anywhere, then go ahead and correct it out. A few prospect spaces that I feel you could have made a mistake is one with the hair, second with the hands, and last with the legs. That is, you made the legs point out in a wrong direction, or you made the hands, too long or too short, or you made the hair too short or too long. Any of those small mistakes could be there. So if you've made any of those, go ahead and correct it out right away, and then we can move forward with the rest of your drawing. Okay, I think everybody's done a good job, looking great. Yep, looking great. Okay, so let's move on. So for the boy, I'm going to be doing the same exact thing like we did for the girl when it comes to the face. It's just that I'm going to go ahead and do short hair and not long hair. So I'm again going ahead and starting with the curve of the face. That's going to be step number 1. Step number 2 is going to be drawing the hair. Again, I'm just going ahead and doing the same thing like I did for the girl. Just went ahead and did a simple wavy line. Perfect. Very well done. Everybody's doing a good job. Then I'm going to go ahead and do the facial expression. So I'm going to go ahead and do the ears, and then I'm going to go ahead and do everything in relation to the eyes, nose, and mouth. So eyes, nose, and mouth. Now, only difference that is there between this boy and this girl is that the nose is going to be facing each other. So you can see the L that I've gone ahead and done. For the girl, the tip is on this side, facing this side. For the boy, the L is towards this side. So because they're going to be facing each other. So if we turn our head, you can see the nose also, it turns, right? So that's how it should look for the human being that we are drawing as well. So just try to make that difference. So your drawing should be till here. Perfect. I think everybody's done a good job. And now we're going to go ahead and draw the hair around. Now, starting from below the ear, like we did for the girl as well. For the girl, what we went ahead and did was we first went down and then we went up. But for the boy, what we're going to do is we're going to go directly up. So just going ahead with the wiggly line from the bottom, going up all around and doing it. Now, the amount of hair that you want to do again is up to you. I've done a boy who has a lot of curly, nice, beautiful hair. So he has a good amount of hair. If you want to go ahead and make it less hair, then you can go and do less hair as well. That's completely up to you to go ahead and do. I think everybody's reached this point and they've done a wonderful job. So great, good job, everybody. And let's continue. So now I'm going to go ahead and do the neck of the boy, pretty similar to what we did with the girl. I'm just going to go ahead and do a simple U for the neck. Excellent job. And now we're going to go ahead and draw the shoulders. Now, like I mentioned in the earlier girl picture, we couldn't see her shoulders because her hair was covering it. But in the boy, we're going to go ahead and obviously see the shoulder because there's no hair covering the shoulder. So I've gone ahead and done 2 lines on the side, little curved and slanted. If you want to go ahead and make it straight, that's also completely fine. So up straight or down slanting, anything is good. Then what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and draw the sleeves. And like I mentioned, we're going to go ahead and draw the boy holding a pitchkari and splashing color, right? So for the boy, we're going to go ahead and do one hand first, then the pitchkari in the second hand. So this is the first hand we're doing, wherein we're going ahead and drawing a rectangle like so shape to go ahead and draw the rest of his arm. So now his arm, so 1, 2, and 1, 2. So you can see his arm is coming out of his sleeve, moving towards the girl. So 2 lines down and 2 lines on the side. Yep, I think everybody's done a wonderful job. Perfect. And now we're going to go ahead and complete the hand by drawing a curve as usual, like how we did for the girl, same way we're doing for the boy. Perfect. And now we'll draw the pitchkari. So 2 lines straight up, a rectangle and a triangle on top. How easy was that? So 2 lines straight up, a rectangle and triangle on top. So that's the shape we are going for. Perfect. Everybody's done a good job. Well done. Okay. So next, we're going to go ahead and draw the other sleeve of the boy. Pretty much the other sleeve, pretty simple as you can see. You can see simply the same structure as the previous one. Perfect. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing that we did on the other side. We went ahead and did a folded arm like this. We're going to go ahead and do the same folded arm on this side. So we're going to go ahead and draw a line down and then a line up. So you can see now it looks like he's holding the pichkari with both hands. So one he's holding straight like this and second he's holding like this. So this is how his hand is looking. Like that. Perfect. Yeah. So I'm going to just wait here for a second. If anywhere you've made any errors or mistakes or anything, this was a little bit of the harder part of this drawing. So if you've gone ahead and done anything wrong in this, go ahead and erase it out so you can go ahead and correct it before we move on to the next part. I think everybody's done a good job. Yep, looking good. Everybody's looking great. So let's move on and continue. And then we're going ahead and completing his shirt. I didn't want his body to be too short. I wanted to be a nice long body. So I've gone ahead and extended his shirt out from below his arm by just adding a simple box-like structure. Perfect, good job. Now we're going to go ahead and draw the pants. For the pants, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and draw two lines coming from the side, then drawing a V like so. So you can see I've just gone ahead and done the pants like this, done two lines, then some sleeping lines, and then just in the triangle in the center. Now, if you've gone ahead and not done a skirt for the girl and you wanted to do the pants, then you can follow the same exact pants for the girl and use this technique that I just showed you. Perfect. And now we can go ahead and draw the legs. The legs is exactly same as what we had done for the girl. We've gone ahead and done for the boy like this curves. That's it. And now you can see it looks like the boy is standing, the girl is standing with her hands up, the boy is holding a pichkari. Perfect. The next step of this drawing is going to be going ahead and doing splashes like this. So like I said earlier, I want to go ahead and make it a very colorful picture and make it like there are splatters all over the sheet and there's like, color and holy color everywhere. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using this technique of the splatter and adding it all around. So if you have a look at the splatter that I have done right here, I've gone ahead and done it behind the boy and I've gone ahead and just done a wiggly line creating like a splash or a blob with a few droplets here and there splutting out. Now this is a technique we're going to go ahead and use all over in the rest of the page, adding a lot of splatters. Now up to you as to how many splatters you want to add in based on the number of colors of splatters that you want to add in. I'm just going to go ahead and add in a few. So you can see around the girl, touching the boy, here and there, some just separate, far away from them also works wherever you like. Basically going ahead and doing the splatters. So as you can see, simply gone ahead and done like a whole bunch of splatters. What I'm also going to be adding is a bucket on this side. So here you can see how I'm going to go ahead and add a bucket. I'm going to go ahead and do two slanting lines, a straight line in the bottom and then a curve on top with a line. So a basic bucket, how we normally go ahead and draw. I'm going to go ahead and draw right there. So that could be like, the bucket that we fill up the pichkari with. That's the whole point of the bucket. If you don't want to add in the bucket, that's also completely all right. That's completely up to you. And the next thing that I'm also going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and draw another pichkari just on the floor. Maybe it could be the girl's pichkari or just some pichkari is basically lying around. So just the same technique that we did earlier of a rectangle and a triangle in the front. And then now here, finally, what I'm doing is on the side, I'm just going to add a bowl of color that is there. So you can see here, I've gone ahead and added like a mountain of color and right around it, I'm going to draw a plate. Just a curve like so. And there we have a plate. So you can see I have like a bunch of splatters. I have a plate, I have a pichkari and I have a, a bucket. So that is the main part of our drawing. Now, before we move on to the sketch pen part of it, I just want you to go ahead and have a look at how my picture is looking right now. So this was the main drawing part of our picture. The rest of the things are going to be for your submission and your homework bit of it. So right now, the most important thing is just look at the picture, see if you've gone ahead and made any mistakes. If you have gone ahead and made any mistakes at any point of time, go ahead and correct it out. Try to see the composition of the picture that I've gone ahead and done, wherein the two of the people are right in the center, and then you have the color and the props all around. If in anywhere you feel like there are gaps or you feel like there's empty spots, go ahead and fill it up, because right now is the time before we go ahead and do your sketch pen work. So just waiting for a second for you to do all of it. I think everybody's is looking good, looking nice, and I'm very, very happy with it. So now let's move on to the next part of it. So for the next part, like I said, I'm going to show you how to go ahead and do the outlining as well as the colors. Outlining is plain and simple. Like I said, I'm just going ahead and taking a black sketch pen and outlining it. So you can go ahead and use any colors of your choice. If you want to go ahead and do the splatters with your different colored sketch pens, go ahead and do that. That's completely up to you. I've done it with black. Let me show you how it looks. So you can see, taking a black sketch pen, I'm going ahead and just outlining my picture out. So this is how my completed picture looks after outlining. Here again, like I said, you could have used color or you could not have used color. The next step of your picture is obviously going to go ahead and do the coloring bit of it. You can see I have gone ahead and colored the whole picture in, and you can see how nice it looks. Now here the colors and the combination of colors is completely up to you. I'm just going to give you a basic clue and an idea if you want to, follow what I have done right now. So basic things that I've done, A is I've gone ahead and used a dark color for the hair. I've gone ahead and done brown. If you want to do brown, dark brown, black, any of those colors you can use. For the body parts, which is the face, hands, legs, etc., you can go ahead and use either peach or a light brown color. If you want to draw someone who's extremely fair, use peach. If you want to go ahead and do someone who's my skin tone, like for example, a wheatish skin tone, doing a light brown color would look beautiful. After which, what I want you to go ahead and do is I want you to go ahead and color the splatters with the colors of your choice. Like you can see, I've done pink, I've done yellow, green, blue, red. I've done all of these colors, to make it look colorful and make it look like Holi. So just go ahead and color it however you like. The clothes of the children could be anything again. I've gone ahead and done, orange and green and blue. But if you want to go ahead and do some other colors, up to you. If you want to leave it white, because, in Holi people wear white, that's also completely up to you. The bucket, the Pichkari and the holy color on the side, you can see I've done varied colors to make it look colorful and bright. Again, it's completely your choice on the colors that you want to go ahead and use. So I'm just showing you this picture as a sense of what you can create, but obviously here I want you to go ahead and use your creativity to make it perfect and wonderful. So I hope you had like a good idea of what the drawing is supposed to look like, what it's supposed to look like after the outlining, and finally what it's supposed to look like with color. So a couple of things again before I end today's class. One is I hope you've drawn it beautifully and neatly. If you have any extra pencil marks here and there, once you've done outlining, take an eraser and erase it out. Add in colors. Color medium is of your choice. Paint, sketch pens, crayons, color pencils, whatever you like, go ahead, fill it in with color. Definitely go ahead and make a submission right after. I'm going to be playing the submission video again behind, right after. So go ahead, make the submission. If you make the submissions, then you're going to go ahead and get picked as part of the top 10. Plus you have that, concept of getting a certificate. So please go ahead and do so. I hope you had a very, very good time in this class and you enjoyed. I had a lot of fun teaching you today this Holi drawing, and in the next class we're going to be focusing on Diwali, which again I am very excited to go ahead and do with y'all. The concept and the way I'm going to teach it is going to be exactly the same. So I'll see you all in that next class. Bye.
Hi everyone, we are excited to have you here in today's fun-filled learning session at YOLO. Here is a quick look at how you can submit your work after the class. As a first step, go to live.yolo.com. You can use any browser to access this site. On this page, you will see a list of all our classes. Scroll down and you can see the Submit Your Work button. And then you will see a list of the classes that you've last attended, which could, for example, show the dance or craft or science experiment classes you've attended recently. Next, it will show you the list of children whose names are registered in this mobile number. Choose your name from this list to submit your work. For instance, if you are Satvik Kumar, choose that name. And then choose the class for which you would like to make your submission. For example, if you've attended the New Year's Masquerade Party session and you'd like to make the submission for this class, click on the Submit Your Work button below that. And then upload the photo you've taken. Choose the image from your phone and click Submit. You can scroll down and view all your past submissions and see how many of your friends or peers have liked your work. You can also see others' work and like their work to inspire your friends. If you want to showcase your work on social media, that too is very simple. Click on Share, copy the link, and post it on Instagram or Facebook or any other platform of your choice. Just a tiny reminder, your submission looks a lot better if you could click a photo in the landscape mode rather than the portrait mode. Do not forget to tag us at YOLO_app. I'm eagerly looking forward to all your submissions right